Hello and welcome. My name is Diette and thank you for watching my video. Please like and subscribe if you enjoy my content. Today, I'm upgrading my art supplies with a new watercolor tin palette and painting in watercolor. Let's get started. Before jumping into the meat and potatoes, I thought I'd show you a small side project. A couple of summers ago, poor Buddy was locked out on the balcony and ended up digging a hole into the screen door in an attempt to get back inside. I didn't fix it immediately, and over time the kitties became used to coming and going as they pleased through that hole in the screen. I think anyone with cats knows how to change a screen, and the kits are fairly inexpensive, so if you have cats, it's definitely worth the purchase. However, I also wanted a clued a way for them to still pass through. The last thing I want is for them to create another hole, so I decided to get a little crafty with it. I first outlined the area in tape to make sure it's straight and large enough of an opening for Buddy's belly. I used a blade to cut the screen on the left, right, and bottom. To prevent fraying, I cross-stitched around the opening. So far, this is working well for the cats, but the flies have figured it out, so I may need to make some alterations. Previously, I have used a different palette to hold my tube watercolors, which you may have seen from my first video. It's bulky, so it takes up a lot of space for a product that I'm a little on the fence about. This tin by Meeden comes with a set of half pans and it's more compact. The price was $19.95 Canadian before tax, which I purchased through Amazon. I bought this along with the colored pencils from my last video, so the shipping fees were waived. The half pans are very small and I wanted to label each color, so I had to write super tiny. I set up all of the watercolors I own, including the white and the sepia. For this painting, I wanted to try and avoid using white and work with the watercolor and the white of the paper to create the different values of color. So I'm a little bit bored of this image now since I've reproduced it so many times, but that's kind of the goal with this exercise and repetition. The idea is that the boredom is going to lead to a creative spin on this image. And I do have a few ideas for the future, but for now, this method is a way for me to experiment and gauge my skill with these materials. I'm disappointed that the tape ripped through the paper and left adhesive behind. My attempt to correct that failed. Lesson learned. Overall though, this painting took about 2 hours to complete and I'm quite pleased with the outcome. Layering watercolor does require a level of control since the base layer can reactivate and it gets overworked easily. Adding too much water can create watermarks, which is quite noticeable in that bottom petal, but this can be a very interesting effect. Please be sure to check out my next video where the plan is to dig out my old oil paints and have a go. See you next time and thanks for watching.